that supports education for our little guy is important to us.
Now at 10, people across Connecticut react to the state budget for 2027, with parents and teachers alike focused on education. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Brent Harden. Connecticut lawmakers have approved the new state budget for fiscal year 2027 with a focus on education, child care, and helping local towns, all without raising taxes. But what does all that actually mean? Fox 61's Priscilla Meza breaks it down for us.
For many Connecticut families, it all comes down to one thing: affordability. And with a new state budget heading to the governor's desk, lawmakers say relief is coming, just in a different way. Connecticut's new $28.1 billion budget uses a recent revenue surplus to boost spending without raising taxes. A big chunk of that money is going toward education and local communities, with more than $270 million in additional aid for schools and towns. State leaders say that funding is designed to help close local budget gaps and potentially prevent property tax increases. For people like Stephanie Floyd, who just moved to Connecticut and is looking to buy a home, that could make a difference.
We're new to the area and we're renting right now, but we're definitely planning to settle down and buy a house soon, so it would be extremely important, especially with our little guy.
The budget also includes a major investment in early childhood education, with $300 million set aside to expand access and support for families. And for Floyd, that's a priority.
That's what our focus is. Number one. Yeah, and anything that supports education for our little guy is important to us.
Yep. The plan also adds a new tax credit for caregivers and expands the state's tax-free week, raising the price limit on tax-exempt items from $100 to $300. But not every proposal made the final cut, including a one-time rebate check that would have sent money directly to residents. Instead, lawmakers say this budget focuses on long-term relief. For Damian Kramer, that approach hits home.
That made a big difference for us because we just moved into an apartment for the first time in years after living in a home, and we lost the home, so we had to move to an apartment, so that'd be great for us.
He says investing in schools and childcare is the right move.
The budget seems great. It seems like they're focusing on the correct things like childcare and school funding, things like that, which are what matter.
And for him, stronger school funding is personal.
I think schools are the most important thing because I didn't get a lot of help in school that I needed, and if I would have gotten that help, I feel like I would have gotten a lot further in life.
Lawmakers say the goal is to give towns, schools, and families more stability while also using part of the surplus to pay down pension debt and build up the state's saving. Governor Ned Lamont is expected to sign the new budget into law soon. In Hartford, Priscilla Meza, Fox 61.